Hello and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. This is episode 19 of my playthrough, and I'm currently, well, I just started last episode the Peril on Gorgon DLC. So I started it in a little bit different way compared to previous playthroughs I've done. I basically went to Ambrose Manor and murdered Minnie. So all this is being done because I want to unlock a trophy regarding this DLC. It's actually the last one that I've yet to unlock on this DLC. So it involves basically giving the journal to Lucian. So we communicated with Lucian, or rather Lucian communicated with us on the Unreliable earlier, and yeah, as far as I know, I'm to proceed with the DLC same as usual, but instead of, I think I have a choice at one point of bringing the journal to someone else, but I'll bring it to Lucian anyways, or to one of his people anyways. So this pad is busted, so we're going to go to this one. Right now, the main quest, which is called The Ones Who Walk Away from Gorgon, I have to pick up Lucky's trail at the Sprat Shack. So the Sprat Shack is somewhere down here. Actually, you can kind of see the sign over there, the S. I haven't played this DLC too much. I think I've played it twice, so details are kind of fuzzy. Whereas the main game, I kind of know it by heart by now, pretty much. But yeah, so I know this guy is a vendor.
No one lasts long on Gorgon unprepared.
Right, let's talk to this vendor. Supplies.
You looking for supplies, stranger? Let's stock up here. If you run low on bullets out in Gorgon's far reaches, there ain't no one around here liable to help you out.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Let me know if you're looking for something particular.
I doubt that I'm going to run out of bullets anytime soon. So this is Gorgon.
You mean you came out to this asteroid without knowing nothing about it? Me too. Heard it was wild here and couldn't resist. Trouble is, if you wander off to somewhere you oughtn't be, like way out in Gorgon's farthest reaches, odds are slimmer of your bits finding their way to my pockets. If you want my advice, stick close to the Sprat Shack, unless you fancy having your limbs torn off and eaten.
Thanks, but I can handle myself.
All right, you know you better than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Just be sure you watch out for the Marauders. That's the #1 thing. Oh, and the Mance.
Yeah, I've been there.
You watch out for Marauders, Mance, and Charles from accounting, and you'll probably be fine.
Who's Charles from accounting?
Only the meanest marauder on Gorgon, and also anywhere else. That man is crazier than a bag of canids and twice as likely to bite. He will bust your head open like an overripe mock apple if he so much as sees you. I ain't joking. He'll snap you in half like stale bread noodles.
You're making me hungry.
Sorry. Been a minute since I last ate. Charles from accounting is like... Imagine if you took 3 of the most howling mad marauders you could find and mashed them together. That's Charles.
0 times 3 is still 0.
Yeah, except marauders will go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
You ain't listening to me, huh? Well, I warned you. If you run off and get exploded to death by a madman with a rocket launcher now, that's on you.
I take it that evacuation alarm isn't urgent?
Huh? Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. It's got something to do with that scrapped Spacer's Choice project from way back. Damn alarm's been hollering at us for 5 years if it's been a day. You know, I don't dream anymore. It's all, please evacuate in an orderly fashion.
Should I turn it off?
I won't stop you if you want to have a go at it. But so you know, it's gonna take more than giving that control terminal a good old-fashioned pummeling. I know, because even Von Hoffman couldn't bash it in. And I seen that tough son of a gun throw a man clean across the Sprat Shack one time like he were a toss ball.
About Charles from accounting.
Yeah?
Where do you say he was again?
The Marauder camp way out to the east. That's what I heard, at least. And I sure hope you're asking so you can keep a safe distance away.
What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
Only that Spacer's Choice shut it down in a big hurry. From what I heard, some of their folks got left behind even. Don't seem like the project ended well.
What have you got for sale?
Found a pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before. Could be awful useful if you're the violent type.
Huh. Improvised weapon, the original brand name, Auto Unfortunato. Never caught on. Whatever. It's random crap, really. Do I have anything I can sell him, though? Like this grenade launcher, too. Bolter 2. Bolter Pistol 2.0. Shock Cannon Ultra. Anti-rifle Ultra. And we'll keep Burnout because that's pretty neat. What is this, a plasma carbine? I think it is. Anyways. And what about armors? Do I actually need this beanie? No. No, I don't. Let's control. Alright. It's funny, he scratched off the Spacer's Choice logo. Alright. I hear a workbench too. Where's that? Oh, it's right over here. And this guy has a safe, which is locked, normally. Anyways. Alright, so let's head to the Sprat Shack. I guess I won't be able to come through here, though. Okay. This is just basic stuff. Sprat Shack. More ammo. Just lying around, free for the taking. Sure. I'm not gonna say no. Okay. Stellar Freighting Argosy, Gorgon, is Spacer's Choice property. Main menu, welcome user Tran D. Notice, electricity rationing in effect. By accessing this terminal, you consent to paying 1 bit per every option selected. Check electricity rationing bill. Processing. Employee Tran Dominic currently owes 9,508 bits. No, I'm not going to pay that. Shipment history. Shipment history, pull request log. Please select from the following options. Outgoing shipments. Accessing log archive, displaying departed freight. Please select from the following options. Shipment ID, blah blah. Ship name Perseus. Voyage Terra 2 Loop E1. Port of load Gorgon. Port of discharge Edgewater. Discharge date 2350 January 14th. Return to outgoing shipments. Okay, so it's Alright, so let's head inside.
Come here. Let's have a chat.
Not if I don't want to. What's up?
All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now. Good. Look up. Now look down. You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation.
Mark, captain of the Unreliable.
Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs.
What did you mean when you said people had changed?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
What happens when people change?
First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
Where exactly am I?
This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong.
Let me ask you something else.
Just don't ask me to dance.
What do you do around here?
Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
That's us. Well, I hope you look the other way just this once.
We get a lot of brand-loyal corporate types, and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types. Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt.
What kinds of people come to the Sprat Shack?
This is a sublight bar, so most of our regulars come to plunder the old labs. The facility's locked up behind miles of red tape, so progress is slow. A lot of time to drink and reevaluate, then venture out and try again.
What do you know about Gorgon?
Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects. Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here. I don't know which is worse. This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar.
All right, see you around.
Watch yourself out there.
guessing this is considered stealing. Yeah. So I'm not even going to bother trying to rifle through the stuff here.
Ugh. This place smells like Felix's birth.
Maybe since I had a good trip at Kale. Hope they've got it on tap.
Are you my agent on the ground?
Sorry?
I've been sent to meet a certain someone about a certain piece of merchandise. They're supposed to use a secret code phrase.
Can't help you. I'm just here to drink.
That's the code phrase. It is you.
Quiet down. You're making a scene.
Okay. Any other conversations I can listen in on?
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
I can't steal what's lawfully mine, you tangle-footed dimwit.
Break it up, you two. I've heard more than enough of your shit for one day.
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no right to it now.
I risked my life sneaking around Marauders to claim that wreck. And I didn't see your name on it.
Now you've done it. Eat fist!
Oh, well.
All right, that's enough! This is a family establishment! You want to make a mess? You make it outside!
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune.
Now you two listen, this is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly, or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
Here, here. Bars are for drinking. The poor decisions that result are better left outside.
Fair's fair. I'll have a stout, and we'll settle this later on our own terms.
It's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't do something, these two are gonna be at each other's throats.
What do you propose?
Would you do me a favor and weigh in as a third party? I can use an unbiased set of eyes on the problem, and an outsider like you fits the bill.
Fine, I'll give it a whirl.
Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation.
State your names for the tavern.
Oh, very formal. Freddy the Scab, freelancer for sublight salvage and shipping, same as my father before me.
Junkyard Trixie. Also a salvage freelancer. Though, I've been at it longer than Freddy.
So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right? I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh, the nerve of some people.
How did you make the mark the claim?
I climbed on top of it and called out in my loudest voice, "Finders keepers!"
What's your side of the story, Trixie?
When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage mark. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck around and added my tag, clear as day, so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
No speaking out of turn, but I'll allow it this once.
I kept my mouth shut during his story. He should have the courtesy to return the favor. Anyway, that's my story, sir.
What mark did you leave on the salvage, Trixie?
I drew an X in the dirt, with my toe.
Couldn't the marauders have walked over it by now, or the wind blown it away?
Wouldn't surprise me in the least. But that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument. I don't envy your shoulders for bearing the weight of responsibility. You've heard it from them both. So, who gets the salvage?
These idiots don't know how to tag salvage, so I rule in no one's favor.
That ain't no kind of fair.
He ain't even from around here, Lex.
Here's a six-pack on the house, plus your fee. Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change.
Does this happen often?
A little too often if you ask me, but that's the sublight way. Anything worth doing is worth fighting over.
Glad to be of service. See you around.
Come and chat if you're ever feeling thirsty.
Sure.
That's my captain.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth talking, Cap.
Thank you. Let's talk to Lex.
Sorry about Freddy and Trixie. When they're not fighting over salvage, they're fighting over the bed sheets at night.
Those two are a couple?
They like to blow off steam during work hours, but as soon as they clock out, they turn into a pair of kittens. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be?
Good, thanks.
So, you just wandered in for the genteel conversation. Suit yourself. I assume you're here for salvage.
Sure. Got any leads?
Even if I did, I ain't supposed to play favorites. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
You know anyone by the name of Lucky Montoya?
Lucky? Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Office of Creative Incubation?
That's where the top rungers at Spacer's Choice came up with slogans of marketing. Lucky never told me why it was so important. Awful shame about what happened to him.
What happened?
You really want to hear my story? Law, most everyone around here is sick to death of it by now. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off.
Why not let the canid enjoy the juicy limb?
If the bloody piece in question was a raptidon tongue or a mantis leg, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Get this, the canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm.
Wow. How do you know it belonged to Lucky?
I'm a bartender. Attention to detail is my middle name. Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne. I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon Parcel Service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp.
The arm made it to me. I'm Hawthorne's next of kin, sort of.
No kidding. And now you're here? Colony feels smaller than you'd think some days. I'm glad I was here to see this, confluence of events, you know? The stars really aligned on this one. And here I am, smack dab in the middle.
Why bother sending the arm at all?
I figured Hawthorne would want to know what happened to his pal. Help Lucky get his affairs in order, you know. Oh, I hate to see people go with unfinished business.
Where was Lucky staying?
3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind. Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
Gross. So what do you know about Gorgon?
Spacer's Choice used to brew pharmaceuticals in these parts. That's why the asteroid smells like an old gym sock. They say adrenatime came from here, just down the road at the old R&D lab. Very hush-hush back in the day.
Would any of your regulars have more information about Gorgon?
Roscoe might tell you more. He spent some time around here before the bar opened up. I trust him well enough. There's always Leonora, my favorite customer over in the storage room on the second floor. Keeps to herself and always closes out her tab.
What's Roscoe's story?
He's been here since opening day. I think he told me he was some kind of journalist. He got left behind when Spacer's Choice pulled out. And I guess no one's coming to get him.
Why did he get left behind?
He didn't tell me and I didn't ask. I'm his bartender, not his human resources rep. If you believe the chatter, a lot of good folks got left behind, and a lot of bad folks made it out. Sometimes that's all there is to it.
And what can you tell me about Leonora?
Nice lady. Been coming around a lot these past few months. She isn't with Sublight, but seems to know the lay of the land better than anyone. She spends most of her days drinking alone. I think she's looking to hire someone. If you're open to a side gig.
Do you know if she spoke with Lucky Montoya at all?
Now that you mention it, I thought I saw those two sharing stories over a pint. Didn't think twice about it. I don't speak ill of the dead, but Leonora deserves better company. That Lucky was no good for her.
Thanks for the tip.
What are friends for, eh?
Any idea why Spacer's Choice shut Gorgon down?
I doubt anyone knows the full story. One day the evacuation order went out. Grunts and lab coats scrambled to get anywhere but Gorgon. And the weirdest thing of all, adrenatime still hit the market. Me, I never touch the stuff. To each their own, but I think it's dangerous.
Salvagers must be making a fortune off of Gorgon.
Damn right we are. We've got drugs, scrap metal, prototype weapons, drugs, money, and more drugs. When Spacer's Choice evacuated, everyone dropped their gear and ran. Most of it stayed where it fell, and all of it is up for grabs. Of course, the real treasure is whatever's locked up in the old facility. Until someone figures a way to crack it open, we're just sifting through dirt.
No further questions.
You got it, bub.
So, you run this place?
Yes and no. The Sprat Shack used to be a shipping and receiving warehouse during the old Project Gorgon days. When Spacer's Choice pulled their guys off-world, Sublight moved in to salvage what we could, and they put me in charge.
So Sublight owns the Sprat Shack now?
Yes and no. Rumor has it there's a Sprat wandering around the Groundbreaker, and he's the legal owner of the Sprat Shack. Hagen's idea.
Oh, come on. Dare I ask why a Sprat owns this bar?
See, Hagen didn't want a paper trail that led back to her, so she gave the bar to the Sprat. If there were any legal problems with this place, the Sprat would do the time.
You think a Sprat could own Edgewater? Oh, imagine one wearing Mr. Thompson's little hat!
Anyway, that's what the paperwork says. I don't make the rules.
How would you even know which Sprat is the right one?
Easy. His name's Matt. The beautiful thing is, no one could tell Matt Sprat apart from an ordinary vermin. I think that's kind of the point, to send the authorities on a wild Sprat chase.
No. What happens if Ethel Gabler turns him into Spratwurst?
Never thought about that. Shit, someone could have eaten my boss. As far as business arrangements go, this one's a head-scratcher, but they say it's all above board, so that's what matters.
Does Spacer's Choice mind that you're squatting in their warehouse?
Yes and no. We're doing a lot more than squatting. We're classing up the joint. Keeping the riffraff outside, where it belongs. They didn't even serve drinks until I arrived. Talk about wasted potential.
Can you answer any question without starting with yes and no?
Yes. And no. Again, that one was Hagen's idea. She told me that speaking in vague terms keeps you out of trouble. And I don't want any trouble in my place.
And how do you get supplies in and out?
Thirsty people come and go from all over the colony. Mostly on the way to somewhere better. Some are well-connected. And not everyone pays with bits. That's how we get the unconventional goods anyhow. Sublight keeps us well stocked with the essentials, by which I mean booze.
All right, I'm gonna go have a look around. Thank you.
Come back when you're thirsty.
Okay. Raving drunk.
There's a king of space. Did you know that? Space king.
Alright, time to head upstairs. So she said that Lucky's room is on the third floor.
Think the folks here like strangers? Because some of them are looking at us like maybe not.
The repurposed aesthetic reminds me of Fallbrook. These sublight folks really know how to overhaul a place.
Jerome would have loved this place. You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here, and whose journey is far from over.
That makes sense. But what makes you say that?
Confidence. The scavengers around here, they're faking it. You're the real deal. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course, the Marauders would eat me alive.
Depends on what you need.
Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
This something must be valuable.
It is to me, but apparently it's junk to Sublight. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled.
Where's Jerome now?
Nowhere good, that's for sure. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
So what brings you back to Gorgon?
A broken heart, that's what. This place is greedy. Took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back. His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
What do you think happened to Jerome?
No point in denying it. He died on this rock. Likely torn apart by marauders, unless he took care of himself on his own terms. I don't like to imagine what happened, but I know I have to accept it.
If I come across anything, I'll let you know.
I appreciate it, stranger. I don't expect you to move the stars. Just keep an eye out, and think of me from time to time. I don't have much, but if you help me, there's a little set aside for the occasion. Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first.
I wanted to ask you something first.
Yeah?
Did you know Lucky Montoya?
That old flirt? Yeah, I let him buy me a drink or two. He talked my ear off about exciting jobs he'd done. All lies, I'm sure. He fell asleep with his head on my shoulder. That man had baggage like you wouldn't believe. I didn't think anyone could be lonelier than me.
Did he mention anything about the Gorgon research facility?
He bragged about having the key to some sort of maintenance area in one of the old buildings. I never saw it, so I just assumed he was talking himself up. He also asked if I wanted to see something gross and slimy he kept in his room, but I declined, politely.
Was he depressed?
He put on quite a front, but I think he was weary. Like he'd seen too much and had too little to show for it. Guess we were kindred spirits in a way.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Sure thing. My condolences if you two were close.
Tell me about your time on Gorgon.
The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. They wanted to change the world. A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
Be seeing you. Alright, so we picked up a side quest, I imagine. Actually, it's a task. Search for Jerome's flask in the ruins. So just to look at the map. The map is pretty big here. But yeah. So it's in this cluster of buildings here. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
That last drink you ordered had a punch to it. What did you say it was called?
Lunar Eclipse Mix. It's just pep pills and a 2-hour energy brew. My ex used to have them with breakfast.
Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that guy?
I broke it off. He wouldn't take his hat off in the bedroom.
Yikes.
Every time I see a Spacer's Choice advertisement, it's like he's staring at me from behind the screen.
Okay.
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Ah, who am I kidding? Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
I talked to her. She mentioned you were some kind of journalist?
Some kind. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit.
You seem like you're having a rough time. Can I help you?
If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Oh, this is so true. Helping out old bastards is 80% of my job. What do you need?
Chairman Rockwell ain't that old, Captain.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
Why's that?
Told you I was a journalist, right? I was here on a story back when Project Gorgon was active. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
You hid them and now you need me to get them for you. That about cover it?
Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
It's your lucky day, Roscoe. I'll get those recordings for you.
No shit? That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance.
Got it. Next.
You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
All right. Easy enough. The others?
The final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B.
Got it. I'll be back.
Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
Thankfully, the game marks these on your map, because there's no way I could have remembered that. But yeah, there's that's a side quest, a proper side quest. So yeah, there's some over here, spread all over the place. So yeah.
What's the story with this place anyhow?
Used to be a shipping warehouse. Supplies came in, deadly chemicals went out.
Who told you that?
I worked here back in the day.
You're pulling my leg.
No, it's true.
Okay, so I think we're good here. No, that's just a sleeping bar bedroom. So I think we need to head upstairs to the 3rd floor.
What have you got there? Adrenatime, I think. Found some in an old busted crate.
You're just gonna take some drug you found in the garbage?
It's not some drug. It's adrenatime.
I don't see a label.
If it wasn't safe, it wouldn't be in a syringe.
I can't argue with that.
Wow, what a bunch of morons. This must be Lucky's room. And, wow. No, it's not, because there's someone sleeping. Requires code to unlock. What's this? Room and board at the Sprat Shack, 350 bits. Borstwurst, 25 bits. OCI key, 100 bits. Ammunition, 50 bits. Stogie Slims, 200 bits. Glacial Age Whiskey, 500 bits. What the hell? Theories and leads. Something strange in mines, check it out. Note, stay out of mines. Murderous moon man in the canyon, probably local legend. Canids equal yellow. Spacer's Choice equal yellow. Spacer's Choice logo equals yellow. Coincidence? No such thing. Okay, so this is Lucky's room. Persons of interest. Lots of bodies buried on Gorgon, but not many hatchets. Everyone had a grudge to bear and a finger to point. Lawrence Goodfellow oversaw Office of Creative Incubation, genuinely oblivious or playing dumb. Olivia Ambrose, project director, lead scientist, prickly perfectionist. Note, do not ask Minnie about her. Killed in evacuation. Lucian Bancroft, Spacer's Choice man, real top runner, few logged visits to Gorgon, tensions with Ambrose. Marion Blakesley, supervisor of human inquiry and auditing, nerves of steel, heart of ice, etc., disappeared when things fell apart. Jasper Lowe, head of Chem Lab, exhibited increasingly erratic behavior in later years of the project. Herbert St. Germain, he's a ghost, worked at one of the facilities, vanished suddenly, records scrubbed. Okay. What about this safe? Requires code to unlock. Okay. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. How do I get into that safe? Can I get into that safe? Several whiskeys in and a few bits short last night gave Lex the maintenance room key while I scrounge up what's owed. Note to self, pay up and get it back before you go back to OCI. Lucky's case notes. Day 1. Spacer's Choice may have left in a hurry, but they didn't forget to lock the doors on their way out. Most of the facilities are sealed up tighter than the top runger's safe. Time to do some digging. Day 6. Caught a break today. Met a scavenger who claims to be a salesman for Spacer's Choice. Sold me a key to the office of Creative Incubation. Let's just say this guy is about as lucid as a Sprat in the Rizzo's factory. But I'm spending Minnie's bits so I can afford to take a chance. Day 7. It worked. Clarence Mosley, whoever you are, I'm drinking to you tonight. Day 10. Olivia Ambrose's office and journal ought to be in the Synthesis and Manufactory Center. The bad news is that it's sealed up and at the ass end of the canyon. The good news is I should be able to open it from the big wigs and min terminal in OCI. OCI is crawling with marauders, and I've got a few other leads to chase down. Could be nothing, but my gut tells me there's more to this place than a missing journal. Time to turn over a few rocks and see what crawls out. I'm leaving the OCI key in the safe. The combo is 4815. Excellent. So that's what we needed. Preserved eye. Okay.
I really hope this ain't a sign of things to come.
Alright, so level up. Okay. I'm just going to raise sneak because I really like combat in this game. Alright. Still no way to open that. 150. Are you crazy? Alright. And this way is just...
Someone's in here. Hold up. It's coming back up again.
Oh, that's disgusting. Look at the toilet. Oh my god. Okay, we'll leave him as... we'll leave him to do his thing. What the hell? Bard. Alright, so...
So, how you feeling?
Good. Real good, like someone's shining a light behind my eyes.
Got any more of that stuff?
Oh yeah, plenty of it. Next round's on me.
Alright, I'm not sure if there's anybody else that we can get some stuff, get a task or a quest from here. So I guess we'll just head out. So I'm thinking that we can start doing the main quest, because ultimately the main quest is going to bring us to all of these different places. So we can start by going into the office of Creative Incubation. If I look on the map, it's located over here. So yeah, we'll start by doing that. And we'll go do the side quests as we go along. It's no biggie. I have to remember that I'm playing on normal, so I can fast travel to different places if I get fast travel markers unlocked.
Don't you worry, Mr. Lucky Spirit. We're gonna finish your work and put you to rest, good and proper.
Whatever's out here, it better be worth carrying around a man's eyeball.
All right. I guess we can run back down here and just go this way, and I'm assuming this is like some kind of canyon. So, yeah.
Keep an eye out, Captain. This place don't look entirely safe.
You don't say. Oh man, a big bin like that, and it's empty? How disappointing. Not this one.
Easy.
6 weapon parts, wow. Cool. I was running out on those because I only have yeah, 890, so I'm running low. Okay. Man, that alarm is not annoying at all. Marauder Plunderer. Yeah, one thing about this DLC I remember is that you loot about a bajillion Adrena time, which you can then sell, of course, because using it is really not recommended at all. Right, so let's take that stuff. And safe. Security Blade Ultra. Elite Troop Armor. Yeah. Oh, I did not mean to pick that one up though. Mining Helmet, Grade 1 with light. That's new. Oops. Ordnance Control Helmet, Gold. That's not so new. Don't want it. Alright. Okay. Reno. Oh. Let me wear my Safecracker's jacket. Ta-da!
Great work.
We can scrap that. Write that one down too. Alright, good stuff. Let me put the armor back. Stun Baton Hyper. Okay. Alright, change in front of the girls again.
Great work. Like a rapt among the rocks.
Here we go.
Oh wow, did not die at first shot. That's something. Okay. The other ones are just staying there, it feels like. Fine. Be that way. So the Marauders here are much more sturdy than the ones that I've encountered thus far.
This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later. Have a better than natural day.
Okay. These are like dominoes, they all fell over, seems like. Okay. Oh wow. So an upgrade to this one. Let's scrap this one. What? No.
Nice shot, Captain. It's the last of them.
You're definitely going to have to be a lot more careful around these guys. Did I shoot another one? I don't remember where. So is this where the salvage thing was going on with Trixie and don't remember what the other guy is called. Maybe. Alright, so from here, yeah, I can go either way. Let's go this way. I'm going to drop a save just in case. This leads up to where? Oh, this thing. Well, we do have, I think, a side quest or a task here. Is it close to here? Yeah. So let's use this. Get up there. Can I tinker my rifle a little bit? I know it's going to cost me a lot, but 11,000. Sure. Have to start making more bits. A lot of ammo. Oh, cash register.
Ugh. We shipping some sulfur? It'll be like I'm back home.
Are all these marauders former townsfolk?
Not seeing any marauders right now. Letters from Edgewater, Tree of Tree. Cousin Dan, Reed stopped giving out the stuff. Law damn it. If I can't get Adrena time from him, that makes you my only source. Don't you fucking string me along. Can't work, can't sleep, can't even think straight. Give it over. Send me everything you've got now. Please? Also, are they hiring? Okay. There's another one here. Letters from Edgewater, one of Tree. Dear Cousin Dan, Reed Thompson started doling out Adrena time to a select few of us, and guess who got his hands on the first batch? Isn't that the drug you're working on? I had my dosage this morning and worked straight through lunch. The guy who cleans Saltuna across from me is pulling his second shift, and now he's due for a 2-bit raise. You should see what he can do with a scaling knife. Don't forget to write back. Maybe get me the Moon Man's autograph when you've got a minute to spare. And I'm guessing that there's another note here. 2 of Tree. Dear Cousin Dan, Adrena time really leaves you wanting more, doesn't it? We got through the first batch fast, but lo and behold, Reed gave us more. In recognition of our exemplary work ethic and unwavering brand loyalty. How about that? Still, no letter from you. I've been feeling a tad bit queasy lately. I'm sure a little Adrena time is just what I need to shake it off. Write me back. How are the sunsets on Gorgon? Do you get sunsets? Doesn't look like I can get into any of these doors. So let's go check upstairs. And this one is nope. The way you know you can access the door is if it has the little blue lights on the sides. Like this one. Engraved flask. The engraving reads, Jerome, cheers to the beginning of forever. I love you, Leonora. It smells of decent whiskey, cheap cologne, and old cigarettes. And there's like a shit ton of Adrena time on the floor. That's not good. Okay. Could go even higher up. Oh, hello. Champion tossball stick. Something for Felix.
This is my second month on Adrenatime. It's like the color came back. Like I was tuned to the wrong band all this time, and now the static's gone. I'm finally clear-headed, focused. There's so much I'm excited to do. I feel like me again. Side effects? I guess I've noticed people staring at me a lot more lately. Hard to talk to them sometimes. Feels like they don't get it. Maybe they just don't trust it. Or maybe they don't trust me.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong mace. Woolly curds? Sure. Jerome's journal. Day 0. Ship just left. Law bless it for getting Leonora off this blasted rock. Ettridge called me a fool for giving her my ticket, but Ettridge is a dumbass, so what does he know? I'd do it again in a second. From now on, my only goal is survival until Spacer's Choice comes back for the rest of us. I will find my way home to you. Day 1. Some of us sheltered in the mines last night, taking turns keeping watch. I don't care to imagine what happened to the others who aren't here. I can hear marauders screaming in the hills. Day 2. Used a little Adrenatime today. Not much, just enough to stay alert. Lucky I did, or we wouldn't have heard those mantisaurs coming in time to get the hell out of there. Going to search out a different cavern to shelter in tomorrow. Day 3, mine's not safe. Law damn it, shouldn't have gone in there in the first place. I think we were exposed to something in the air, maybe. Day 5, most of us made it over to the apartments. We're packed in here like Saltuna for now, but hopefully we can get a few more units barricaded and sealed up tight. Make them safe so we can spread out a little more. Day 6, I went by Elle's and my old apartment while hunting for supplies and stashed the flasks she gave me on the day we signed our marriage contract. Just in case something happens and she comes looking. Maybe she'll find it. Even if she doesn't, well, that's if some shiftless looter doesn't find it first. Day 7. Carlson's been short with everyone today. Carlson. Most days you could drop a flange wrench on her foot and the woman would apologize for being in the way, but for a minute there I really thought she was going to stab Simon. Day 8. Ambushed by marauders in the night. Had to use Adrenatime again to keep awake. Sorry, I didn't have much choice. Even with Adrenatime, I almost can't believe I outlasted them. Next time, maybe best not to think about next time. Day 15. Can't think like that. Gonna get back to Leonora, I swear. I miss you like breathing. Low on Adrenatime. Gonna go look for more. Day 22. I just gotta get back to Elle. Day 34, Ettridge stole my mock apple that void-forsaken Sprat Shack. Want to unzip his arms off and beat him with them. I could do it. He sleeps, so weak, so stupid Ettridge. Day 42, where in the system is Spacer's Choice? Where are those blasted ships they promised they'd send for us? Did they forget we're here? Makes a man wonder. All my loyalty, and for what? Only loyal to Elle now. Day 46. Maybe they abandoned us. It's on purpose, I know it. On purpose. They left us here to die. They left us here to die. Day 49. If Ettridge steals what's mine again, I'll end him. Day... LLLL. How long does it take to send help? How long? How long? Come back and face us, you cowards. Spacers, cowards. I feel sick because trying to fill picture. Wow. I can't anymore. Forgive me. Ettridge died. Ettridge dead. Deserved it. Wow. So as you can see, I think Adrena Time had very, very negative influence on him. And yeah, he must have become one of the Marauders, to be honest, at this point. So we got that, but what else were we looking for? Not really anything around here. Let's just check the rest of the buildings just to make sure. So we came up through here. So technically there should be... I don't see any Marauders. Oh, wait. Yeah, I see one now. Level 26. That did not hit him. That did.
Here we go.
He's undercover. Yoka's about to die. Yeah, I know.
Here goes nothing. Nothing personal, I swear.
So I think I may need to tinker their armor a little bit. I know I could give them better armor. I just dislike seeing the companions with anything else than their default accoutrement, let's say it like that. Oh, dealer's stash keycard. Okay. Where am I supposed to find that? Alright, let's repair my rifle here. So we ran all the way out here. See, this is heavy armor. So, yeah, it gives a fair amount of defense. But, yeah, I just don't like it on companions. It makes them seem so generic, I guess. Patchwork mining gear, so that's Marauder stuff, right? Yeah. Doesn't look so good. How do we get to this other building, though? This way. But what is this building? Transmission Tower Alpha discovered. Okay. I'm guessing I don't need to go here now, but at least we have it as a fast travel point now. Is that it? Not even. Just a point of interest, but we do have this for Gorgon Ruins. So I could continue up here, but I'd rather not. What I'd rather do is just go to the place here. So let me tag the main quest back. We'll have to return at some point to Leonora over at the Sprat Shack. I meant to break it down, but that's fine. I can always sell it. Right, so I should be heading back. Yeah, back to the elevator here. Oh, it's up there. Can I tinker their armor a little bit? Wait, why can't I tinker their armor? Oh, because I'm not in tinker. Okay. Duh. This thing, yeah, sure. Let's give it a little bit more armor. Every little bit helps. Yeah, this one is going to cost 4,000 now. Really? It's like level 10. What the hell? Whatever. Let's break down these weapons and this armor. Okay. Might as well repair everything that we have. So let's just go and repair all. There. Okay. Let's head back up. Back down, sorry. Look at all that ammo. There's no way you can ever run out of ammo in this game, seriously. It's spread around so much. What the hell's that? Frost Sword Soldier. Okay. Am I still going the right way? Yep. See what I said about Adrena time? Every Marauder has a few doses, at least. Altered Exo Helmet. Sneak +5. Is that what I'm wearing? No, that's the sneak attack. Still, kind of neat. Alright. Come on. Oh wow. Okay, good thing we have Nyoka with us for these. Let's cripple. Shoot it in the head. Blind it. Whoa. Okay, that thing was rough. Almost down to my 2 companions. That's
They brought manosaurs with them? The hell's wrong with these people?
I got your back, Captain. Ain't a single mantisaur gonna sneak up on us.
Okay. I think we're getting close to the OCI, Office of Creative Incubation. Is that it? Yeah. I think that's the one right there. Big sign in front of the entrance, above the entrance. Oh, fast travel. Cool. Okay. Hey, Zero G Brew. I mean, there's ammo lying every single place, everywhere. Pressurized injection suit. What is that? Light status effect duration plus 10%. No. Light is the armor type. Status effect duration plus 10%. Movement speed plus 10%. Melee weapon attack speed plus 10%. All attributes -1. And no. What's this?
Close call. I thought I knew the OCI backwards and forwards. The Marauders got a way of finding every nook and cranny on this rock. OCI. Fancy joint. Smells like Wentworth's and leather. A real slice of Byzantium. You don't set that up unless you're planning something big. Adrena time? Sure. But something tells me there's more to the story. Got a hunch to follow up on near the old mines. I'm leaving this here, in case I gotta come back.
Alright, so I'm going to finish the episode here. Next time I'm going to be going into the OCI, and we have a few different things to get. I think Roscoe said that one of the phonographs is in OCI. No. Yeah, in the back of the auditorium. So we'll have to keep our eye out for that one. But anyways, we'll finish the stream here, as I said, and catch me at the next episode. See ya. Bye.